In this video, we will create chart repository using GitHub Pages. Before that, we'll see why do we need chart repository. In our last video, we created this package, right? So if we want to share this package with others, then we need to keep this at some location, right? So in these use cases, we can make use of chart repositories to place our Helm charts and share it with others. Okay, then how to create chart repositories? We have multiple options given here. So first of all, to understand what a chart repository is, it says it can be any HTTP server which serves YAML and tar files and which can respond on GET request. Okay, and examples are Google Cloud Storage, Amazon S3 bucket, GitHub Pages, and we can create our own web server also. In our case, we will make use of GitHub Pages as HTTP server. Okay, and what these chart repositories can have, it can consist of packaged charts like these charts and index.yaml file, a special file called index.yaml file. So we'll discuss about this index.yaml file in a bit, but before this we'll go ahead and set up this GitHub Pages. So I'll go to my GitHub account, and in here we'll create new repository called Helm chart repository. Okay, I'll add readme file here and I'll hit create. So we created our chart repository. We'll go to settings and we'll enable GitHub Pages to pull the changes from our main branch. So once we do this, it will give us an endpoint through which we can push and pull Helm charts. Okay, we need to give it a minute. So meanwhile, we'll understand this special file called index.yaml file. So as we created this chart repository, we can publish multiple packages to this chart repository, right? So what happens is, through the help of this index.yaml file, these HTTP server keep track of all the packages present in the chart repository. So it basically we need to do indexing of all these whenever we add new package, so that we keep track of all the packages which are there in our remote chart repository. Okay, and this is a provenance files. This is they will be added when we assign the charts. We'll discuss this later. So the example of index.yaml file is given over here. It looks like this with API version 1, and it has two entries of the packages. That is, this is a Alpine package, right, TGZ, with all this metadata, when it was created, description, and so on, and this Nginx package, right? Now when we are creating our chart repository, we should always have this index.yaml file and our packages. So whenever we add new package, we have to re-index this file. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll refresh this page, and here we got our endpoint, this URL. So as per this, we have our packaged charts, but we do not have index.yaml file in here, right? So what we need to do is we need to execute this command so that it creates that index.yaml file. In here, if you see, it has created this index.yaml file. All this information is taken from the chart.yaml file from this package, and to show you an example, like all this information is taken: API version, name, application version, app version, and so on. And this is the URL of our package. Okay, so now we have our this package and the index.yaml file. So now what we can do is we can push our Helm chart to this server. So now it is server because we have our this GithubPages endpoint available, right? So we'll push that change. So git clone, paste here. Now we'll move these files in this directory, and I'll say git add or git commit added first chart. Okay, now we have post our Helm chart here. So this package is available now. So now what we can do is we can share this URL with our colleagues, and we can ask them to pull this chart from using this URL. So we can give it a try at our end also. Here if you see, I'll say Helm repo list. In my local I don't have mapping to that chart repository. So what we can do is we can add Helm repo add my chart repo. I just give some random name, and this is my so it has added. Now if I say Helm repo list, so this repository is chart repository is available in my local. So what we can do is now we can search for our chart in through this repo. Okay, Helm search repo. What is the chart name? First chart. Okay, in here if you see, this is coming from my chart repo, that is this local mapped chart repository, which is pointing to this one, right? It says the chart version is this one as mentioned in here, and app version is this, and description, right? So now in this demo we saw how to create chart repository, importance of this chart repository, and we posted the chart Helm chart, and we pulled, and we not pulled but we searched our Helm chart in this remote chart repository, right? So in coming videos we'll explore more on this one. For now, thank you for your time. See you in next video.